Okay, when you get a minute, you can search it up and send it to me. If you would be so kind.
He's laughing with his hand on his head.
Okay. For now.
Raven.
Hmm?
Raven?
Yeah.
No.
The original.
Oh my god, I love this. What is this?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Song 2 on track 2.
Okay, so now I need a reference photo.
Dude, I'm actually getting like my memories are just running back. I remember reading the book.
There's no Puff book, is there?
There is like 3.
All right, let's see. In terms of a photo for GRIFF, I'm gonna do this one here. Save the 2 photos. Oh, download. Okay. So I'm gonna start with a soft vine charcoal. This is a vine charcoal, a willow vine charcoal. It's very, very soft, and it's great for sketching. So you can see it's very, very soft there. So first I'm just gonna box in where where GRIFF is gonna be here. So GRIFF is gonna sit somewhere in here, I think. Just in this box. And so.
This is actually such a sad song.
Oh, I know. What happened to the dragon? The dragon went away? Or he stopped believing in the dragon? So I think that proportionally it's about half. That head is about half the size of his whole body, so about there. And his head's a big cash register, which is great because it's what we want to do is we want to have perspective here. So the 2-point perspective would make his where his head goes, his head would naturally come in to this. This is in the way. I'm gonna have to just tilt it up. Or is it better to have you over here with me? Probably. Let's see, we'll flip. front camera, camera. But it's upside down. How do I do it without this in the way? I can't. That's annoying. So if I stop, and then what I can do is, from here I can share. No!
What?
Healthy.
Alfie? Where was it?
Oh, they have this one?
There's so many ones. Kind of a cookies,
Don't think twice, it's alright. Night I never knew. Soon you like me. Hello, hello. We're about to get drawn here. If you're following along, give a shout out, give a like, double tap. I'm just gonna share this with some people here. Ta-da! Okay. All right. Oh, I need my. This is my reference photo. She wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. Okay, and I was using some Vine charcoal here, and all I was doing was kind of showing, basically, because the head is a box, it makes it really easy. And I'm thinking that the head is kind of bigger than about half his body. So in fact, it should probably come down to here. And so to be able to see the bottom of his chin, I mean, it's not really, you're not really seeing the bottom of his chin. So I'd say my camera's here. Yeah. So the head's gonna be there. I need a better stand for this. All right. I will be back. I'm gonna adjust my stand. I'm gonna make some coffee, and I will be back. But for the most part, blocking it in. There's a cash register in the front. There's some things hanging off the side of his face. And then he's got a little crazy hairdo on top. But what I really want to do is make him into... I just want to draw this internal skeleton, actually. That was the original concept. I was going to do a skeletal study. Basically make it into like an anatomy drawing. But I'll just block him in real quick, and I'll be back to finish him up. Yep. Yep. Go lay down, I'll bring it. Alright. I need the... Well, that kind of looks... Yeah, you see? Just gonna get there. I'll be back, you guys. Just chill out for a second.
Hello. Hello. Ready?
Factory dirt?
Oh, it's really green.
I didn't realize factory. Oh, really? Perfect timing. I'm on the dishwasher for you.
No, I have to do that at 10 o'clock.
Fast time.
Oh, my phone. And the other clock says 8:01. Or should maybe I should just okay, bye.
Bye.
Probably look at the TV. Ooh.
Bodhi, do you want this present on the bench?
I hope your headache goes away.
Thank you. I think the coffee will help.
Oh, I miss lemon tree. Ready? The lemon tree, oh so pretty. Where's the power? Why not power? Okay, where was I? Hold on a second. I'm gonna get a better stand. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. You're only getting 30 frames. I guess that's all you really need. To be free. Just doesn't see the answer. Flying and going. The answer is blue. that work? And then can I see your comments? I'm gonna print this out. Go to the image and print this. I'm not seeing the printer. Alright, that's fine. Just gonna go to YouTube here. Live and see if I can see the chat. Top chats. Alright. Then how am I gonna see what I'm drawing? I can't. Just gonna make it up because I'm just drawing a skeleton anyways. And I know what a skeleton looks like. So the single point perspective, I'm just gonna imagine it coming out from like way out to the side. So just gonna imagine it's coming out from here. And I'm looking from sort of floor level. So everything that's going up is going up like this. And then on this side. And so here, a very shallow angle at this point. And this is flat. Okay, and his median line is gonna be right here. This is the bounding box for his head. And then I'm gonna draw a sort of a round tubular shape for his body. And then make two tubes for the feet. And then the foot. Foot. The foot, I mean the leg is just kind of a tubular shape that has a taper to it. And then this foot is pointing out this way. And this foot is pointing this way. The fruit of the poor lemon is impossible to eat. The tree is pretty. It's stuck? Oh no, I'm not playing. To eat. That's right there.
Looks more like a Minecraft creeper.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Minecraft creeper, but with spread apart legs.
Well, how's the mouth? Is like a big.
You have a phone.
I know. I'm trying to manage too many things. Oh, it's the mouth. His teeth. He's got four giant, massive teeth. So, in terms of a skull, you would have a zygomatic arch here. And the zygomatic arch comes down and makes the cheekbone, which then houses the teeth. So, I'm just going to make the zygomatic arch on this one, obviously, is going to be, comes out like that. This is just using my imagination at this point. Okay, so four giant teeth. But would his teeth have survived the fossilization? Does he have a bottom jaw? Bottom jaw. Oh yes, the bottom jaw is like the bottom of the box. Oh, look at that. That allows me to do a split screen. Okay. I mean, what if actually it's a hat that he's wearing? Rather than a, in his actual, like, soft portion of the skull is totally different. This is where our imagination has to just, we have to make it up, fill in the info that is missing. Okay. Dude has to be in pretty good shape. He's in BRAWLSTAR. So the rib cage. Okay, and then the hip. The crest of the ilium comes around the side. This ends up back here. The spine. Like this. And the pubic prominence down here. So we'll start with the crust. This is the aces. Okay, that's the aces. We have the pubic bone. Bye. And then greater trochanter is going to be out here. And then supposing they have a knee, that knee is going to be somewhere in here. And the knee is going to be more of a square area. Ankle bone. Ankle on the other side. deal. Great trochanter. So, bye. The bone comes in this way. The socket goes in here. And so the muscles, I'll worry about the muscles in a second. Maybe I'll do like half muscle. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so this is the pubic prominence there. And then the knee would be somewhere about like that, facing forward. Okay, comes down to the ankle bone. On the ankle, on the inside is, all right, somebody fill this. Who knows the answer to this question? Tibia and fibula. Or tibula and fibia. I'm not a doctor. You tell me. I try to study anatomy, but only good enough to do art, not to memorize and save people's lives. Moment. Okay, that's great. Trochanter goes into the hip socket, and there's a little bit of a thing like that. Just a reminder, drop something in the chat if you want to make a comment or have questions. I wonder if you are watching on Twitch, you can jump into my Discord channel. The link is below in the bio. And if you go to my Discord channel, you can actually just jump into the, let me see here. If you go to Dee Dee's Garage, you can actually chat with me. Let me see. You can turn on. I can join voice in Q&A. So, if you want, you can watch me on Twitch. Twitch is my handle there is DIY Sim Racing Dad, and from there you can actually jump on the Twitch stream, which the link is in bio. And you can jump in my Discord server and you can ask questions if you want. But for now, I'm just gonna keep drawing. I'm drawing just a version of GRIFF, my version of GRIFF, and I'm just doing a skeletal study, because that's what I've been into, skeletons. So here would be the sternum. And you have that little piece that hangs off your sternum in the middle. And then the rib cage. Okay, the rib cage will be something like that. So as I do this, I can actually start to shadow it. And the sternum will have its own sort of highlight here. Where's I need my kneaded eraser. Here's my kneaded eraser. So I'm supposing the light is gonna come from this direction. And it's coming from a front angle. So
light's coming from that direction.
And so naturally, this is facing forward, so it will have a bright front surface. And then the rib cage also will have a bright front surface on, at least on the top portion here. And then it'll go into shadow on the bottom and around the sides. We'll just leave that there. Then we have to have our clavicle somewhere in there. I'm not quite sure where. Somewhere there. It goes back and up. Around the sides. Can't really see his neck. Sternum. Define that a little bit. Come in here. So you see a few ribs. I'm gonna just draw the shadow, the gaps in between. Okay, and the way that our rib cage goes is there's a like a down angle, and then it comes across. So let's see if I can get that angle on here. Joins. Same on this side. See the ribs coming around the back. And the spine column in here. Okay. And the tailbone comes in here like that. And the hip bone. So first you have the ACES, and then you have the midpoint, which is the connection for some of your quadriceps on the front there, and then that's going to come down into the pubic prominence. And so same thing on this side. It's going to be flat, and then it's going to come down here. Inside makes a bowl shape, a round shape, and here creates the shape of the bowl. This is all facing down, away from the light. I'm just gonna kind of define these shapes a little better. So I'm trying to get away from using outlines so much, but it's a hard habit to break. So I'm trying to get better at not using outline, but once I have the form, I'm gonna start rendering it. It's the terminology, that is the proper terminology for what I'm doing. Shading is not what artists call it, not shading or rendering a shape into a three-dimensional form. Okay, and then looking for highlights. So it'll be this portion will be in shadow, but this portion will catch some highlight, and then that goes under, and then I want the discs to catch some highlight too. Okay, and that doesn't quite look right to me, the shape of it. I think I have to reshape that a little. give this a little arc in the back. And so what you cannot see here is not quite there yet. Not quite convinced of its shape. And so that's really how I'm being honest with myself is the shape there yet? If it's not defined and it doesn't look right, then it's not done. And then what is its relationship to the overall subject? And the other thing is, I don't want to get stuck. I always want to just keep moving, at least for me, because I know that proportion is something that I struggle with. And so if I stay in one area too long, it means I'm probably making up proportions that don't actually exist, and it always leads to a bad time. Okay, because you have to correct it afterwards. All right. Okay, I'm going to define this outer shape here. All right, you have a rib cage. You got 30 more minutes. Let's see what we can do in 30 minutes. Should we do the head? So the head is a box. And with the box that has light coming this way, and he has this thing on his ear. One side is a turnbuckle, the other side is a screw. You have a turnbuckle coming out this way. On this side you have another box that has a receipt holder coming out. So this all makes me think that this is actually a headgear. This is not actually his head. So the question is, do I draw it or not draw it? So I'm gonna guess that that's a hat. I'm not gonna draw the hat. I'll just draw the bone underneath here. And his giant eye sockets. And so the eye sockets will be naturally in shadow, but also the nose is gonna be just a slot here. It's an opening. And then so the eyes will be in shadow. This whole thing is, wait, light's coming this way, so there'll be shadow on this side too, I think. So the shadow goes like that. And this shadow, the darkest will be on the top. On this side, because this side is cast shadow, and then the rest will have a okay. Alright, that's a shadow. And then the nose, the same thing, just make it so that the darkest shadow is on that side. Okay, and then I'm not really going to see this line here. And not really going to see this line here, but this is the cast shadow to go to this side, so I'm going to just finish that up to show you that, to indicate that there's a shadow mass underneath. There is shadow mass. This one goes here. And the shadow mass underneath. And then the neck. The neck is going to interrupt that shadow mass. Okay. And I feel like this is too big, is too off balancing for him. I don't want to throw off his game. You know what I mean? Because he's not balanced, because I drew him off balance. That, and then this portion of his face comes here, so this portion, my scale is a little bit off here, because this has to go out long like that, so this actually goes back behind the body. Yeah, behind the body. This is underneath, and this is the front. Okay. And then support of the spine goes up here, and the spine goes here. And then we have the clavicle. Oh, it's getting so messy in here. Here we go. We'll clean it up in a little bit. Okay. So let me see. On a human skull, this is actually empty because this goes up to the zygomatic arch, and so there's going to be a cast shadow in here, and then this is the last tooth here. So I'm gonna just make some big teeth, shadows for the teeth. Okay, so this one's in shadow actually. Okay. And then shadow the teeth, define it a little bit more. The gums here, not the gum, but the top of the top of your jaw. Okay. And this side's kind of in the shadow a little bit. And then because of the roundness of the form of what do you call that? Cheekbone? I guess that's the cheekbone here for what's his name? Griff? For Griff. So just gonna define that there. And this is also a zygomatic arch on this side, so this is the arch. And here, the teeth is here. Bottom jaw. Alright, so I'm gonna just say that actually the thing on his head is actually like a helmet, right? And that his skull is actually different than that. What up, kitty? What's up, kitty? Boy. Yes. You want some treats? I know what you want. I know what you want. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, maybe his skull isn't so angular at the bottom either. And his jaw is part of this. No, you are in my way. You are in my way. I can't draw with you on top of my drawing. What's up? Alright, we're gonna be done. We're gonna be done. Okay, so that's the jaw. Jaw goes like that. So bottom of the jaw is here. Okay. And then there's that. And the back of the skull goes there. And that's all in shadow. Okay, and this goes here, and this is the zygomatic arch. And then oh my meow meow. And then this is the space between the last tooth, the wisdom tooth, maybe, perhaps, on this Griff. Is Griff wise, of a wise age? I think he looks like he's somewhat advanced in his years. Okay. Maybe the back of his skull is a little bit big. Hey. Did you give me a little bite? Do you want a treat? You want to go get a treat? You want to go get a treat? Okay, so there's no that. All right. This persistent little puss. What's up? You walking all over? Wow. Okay, let's go. Let's get you a treat. Don't be so angry. Alright. No one's watching. Let's see. Go to Twitch. Be right back. Okay, now we're gonna create. Oh, I'm not done with the arm. Should I add an arm? Hold on, I'm not happy with the skull at this moment. Let me just fix this. And this whole side's gonna pretty much be in shadow, so I'm gonna just create a shadow, a form shadow here. Yeah. Oh, okay. just kind of use a little a blending tool, basically, just to create the form shadow here. And it's gonna go there, and this is gonna be gone. Nothing on top, and then there will be sort of a shadow on the bottom of this crest here. And a little bit of shadow coming over the ridge. And a little bit of shadow coming in from the bottom here. And then it'll just simply be rounded form. So let me just bring those edges in. Same thing on the top of the head, a rounded form. So I'm just gonna kind of follow the contours, soften these edges up. I'll come in here and clean it. But I want to create softness and a feel of blending. This is part of using charcoal. It's almost like dust. You can infinitely push it around on this paper. And I'm just using this as a makeup sponge from the Daiso dollar store. And you get a bag of these, like a huge bag. I mean, you can see my hand. This is a dirty endeavor, but I keep clean. One hand's clean, one hand's dirty. You just have to wash one hand. All right. So now I'm gonna just kind of go through and define things a little bit. All right. Let's just kind of think about it. The light, where the light's coming from, my proportionality, if everything looks good. I think this cheekbone is a little high. And so I'll get rid of that. And I feel like I don't like this going into shadow so much here. Also, I just wanted to find this arch on the bottom of his eye. And this right here should not be there. And just ridge there, ridge here. Yeah. What do you think? It's kind of, I would say that's pretty, like the shape of his skull, you know? All right, so let me darken some of the areas that I know will probably be darker. So this will be a cast shadow on that side and a cast shadow on this side too. So probably one from here. Okay. And then just gonna go in and soften these. trying to be kind of careful with what I've erased already so that I don't using my pinky as a tripod here. And sometimes it's not, the shape of it isn't right, and you just kind of soften up the chalk a bit, smooth it out. Not chalk, charcoal. And then when you barely touch it, it moves all over the page, so you just kind of build it up in layers, almost like watercolor. And then eventually you don't want to touch it at all, you know? You just get more and more delicate as you go. Because you don't want to brush away what you just did. Okay. And then one of the techniques that there was an art teacher that I just had, and one of the things that he liked to do to sort of refine his shadows is actually go over with a graphite pencil like this. No, it's not graphite, sorry. This is a charcoal pencil, by the way. So, and so now, I think at this point, I'm gonna start referring to some actual anatomy books so I can put in some of the natural anatomy details. But I think in terms of shape, form, I'm kind of happy with it. I'm gonna have to put in an arm on both sides. And this reference photo, Griff's holding something. So we'll see. We'll see how we play with that. Finger. Finger. More fingers. Okay. Forearm. Arm. On this side. So this, you have your clavicle going like that. Deltoid. And then I want the arm to look more bent this way. And you can see how I changed the way that I use pencils now. So I used to, you know, first when I was a kid, when I learned to draw, I used pencils like everybody else, you know, holding it like this. And now over time, as I'm using larger and larger paper and sort of freeing myself from making a mess by using charcoals and graphite that I can easily erase, I'm learning to be really delicate. So holding your pencil like this basically puts no pressure. Ah! I just broke it. Putting no pressure on the lead, you can just kind of use it as almost like a brush. And you're not only laying down a little bit more charcoal, but you're also moving around the charcoal that's already on the page into sort of a directionality. And then on top of which, you see there's a tiny little line right here that is a tiny bit lighter in color. So while I'm doing this, I can blend it. So I can just make sure that I get that so that it's not creating an illusion of a, I want to get rid of the illusion, right? I mean, I'm creating an illusion. And right now the lines are still not really refined, but I'm just working on rendering the forms, and then maybe I'm gonna, it's a continuous work in progress still. I'm happy with it. So just to kind of indicate this ridge here, this area, you can imagine, has a shape like this, and if this is facing the light here, then these round shapes would have a shadow on this side. And coming down this shape, right? This is the skull, and this is the brow. And so there will be a shadow here. And the same thing here. Just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to indicate. So basically you can think about this as 3 circular columns coming together. And so this is one, and this is one. And each of these columns have their own round shape. So when they join, they will create some sort of shadow. And I have to sort of infer what that shadow is going to be. So right now, I'm thinking that basically it will go something like this, right? And then on this side, it's going to go something like this. And on the top, you won't see it. But here I can start to fill in a little. Here I can start to fill in. All right, and then the nose, this cuts off right here. It's a ledge. Then it's just a hole, so let's just do, and also this should be a highlight here, you can see. That's a highlight, that's a highlight, that's a highlight. So I'm just gonna come in here, put in some of my highlights, clean it up. Okay, same thing here, clean that up. Okay. All right, and then let's just define the outside of this eye here. And here's the teeth. I'm gonna have to reference a book because I don't want to make up details. I want it to look more anatomical, so I want to start referencing a book because I think in general everything is here, but now I just want it to all kind of actually melt together nicely. The things that I can see Here's your sternum. This pencil is not very smooth. Okay. Something like that. What up? Low power mode. Good morning, Kev. We're doing a little something different today. Bodhi asked me to hang some art in his room, and he was looking through my stuff, but you know, I draw things that are sort of not really appropriate for, I don't know why. It's, if you go to other countries, I mean, they have nudity on all the, on the streets, you know, it's in the sculptures and whatnot. And here in the States, you do have some of that, but then we have this still very puritanical. We just have this thing about the human body. I mean, I don't know. I am strange in that I just think of it as machinery. And I mean, obviously the machinery has, what's it called? It creates emotion, you know? And so I think lots of people are afraid of the emotion that these things cause. Just seeing a human body, but they're just because they're not used to it. And we hide it away. I mean, we use sexuality in our advertising in such a, I don't know, whatever. What up?
Good morning. Sorry, I'm sorry.
6 minutes, 8 minutes. We'll take it out of your lunch break. Alright, so this is what we're doing today.
Ooh, okay.
We're drawing GRIFF from
Sick.
BRAWLSTAR. How do you spell GRIFF?
Who is this character? All Stars.
Yeah. I don't know. GRIFF is an All-Stars character. Or BRAWLSTARS character.
Brawl Stars. I don't think I've heard of that. This is a video game?
Yeah. Download it on your phone. It's all the rage.
Oh, you're doing sponsorships already? What's it called?
No, it's only because, like, Griffiths, BRAWLSTAR, Rias. BRAWLSTAR, Asor. What's that? Griffiths BRAWLSTAR.
Nice. So you just dissected him.
I just took him down to the basics.
There's an artist that does that.
I saw someone doing skulls of Pokemon characters at the fan expo, and then Bodhi was like, last night I was like, hey, do you have any art that you don't want I can hang up? Like, just why don't you pick something that you want? And then I was like, oh well, actually, none of it is appropriate, but why don't you request something and I'll draw it? And so. And then he was like, why don't you draw a skeleton? Can you draw me a skeleton? I'm like, yeah, I can draw you a skeleton. And then I was like, but I don't just want to draw a skeleton. Like, what should I draw a skeleton of? And then we were thinking, and we were gonna draw Luffy. He wanted me to draw Luffy, but Luffy is more like a regular person-looking thing, you know.
Another character in the same game?
No, Luffy is from One Taste or One Punch? One Taste.
One Piece?
One Piece. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so he stretches and stuff. So I was gonna draw like an iconic scene of him like all stretched out and stuff. You know? But
Nice.
instead,
That's kinda good.
I'm working on this.
I like this. Oh, that's your blending tool.
Yeah. Just general field blending here.
Have you seen this artist, Gummy Fetus?
Whoa! Oh, no way! Whoa, no way! He does this for real. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god, dude.
Next
Where
level.
does he get the model?
Oh, he just buys a toy and then
Buys a
destroys
toy
it.
and cuts half of it out
Mm-hmm.
and paints it up. Whoa, intestines and everything. Oh, and he does a metallic because he had a surgical leg reconstruction surgery. Oh, he masks it all off and paints it. Wow. Holy. Wow, that is amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Impressed.
So then he's done like Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. You share that with
Oh, here we go.
my feed. Oh,
I
dude,
got you. I'll share it too.
that is sick.
He's gorgeous. Which one, co-photography or Thomas Book? I just sent it to co-photography.
Send it to the DIY somebody.
Okay. Wait, do you have an Instagram for that yet?
Oh, you know I don't. You're right.
I can just text it to you. I shared it with the co-photography so you have access to it. Jason Freeney is his name.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nice. It's amazing how you just made it pop with that
Yeah.
little shading. I did get an email from Emily Monroe.
Yeah.
She just she was like, I'm kind of embarrassed, but I guess what is his name? His name? The boyfriend?
Yeah.
I guess
What about him?
he has a rather large bulge in his pants, and some of her friends pointed it out, and so
Yeah.
she wants to tone it down.
On which picture?
I don't know. I have to look. I just read it quickly this morning.
Jesus. That's
Like,
shit
why
that
not?
you don't even.
Yeah, I'm like, come on now, like, okay, fucking dude's got a schlong.
No, it's not though. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? How old are we? How old are we? Literally. Like,
Oh god. Alright, let's see.
you know, like you don't care about other people saying stuff like that, right? Supposedly. We're supposed to get to a
Oh no,
time in our lives.
It's not her dude. It's Archer. Is it the son? Is that the son? That name seems familiar.
Which photo though?
In the middle of the pic.
Which
I'll have to look at them later.
Just
looking at it.
just
Goddamn kids.
load it. Which one do you use?
It doesn't matter. And then it's just Emily.
Yeah.
Or Monroe. It's just Monroe.
No, Emily.
Did you put him in Smug Mug? Yes.
It's the last.
Oh, so which is which one?
Archer
Who's
is
Archer?
the taller one.
Okay. Okay, so you can't see him. Can't see. Can't see. Is that just what? No.
Oh.
What?
That?
I mean. Emily.
Come on, dude.
That's like I didn't.
You
I didn't
get
You know,
tell your
come on. Who the fuck is staring at
tell
that?
your
Whoever else is looking. Yeah.
step on, dude. What the fuck's wrong with you?
That's weird. I would not have noticed that. I mean, like, it's like the whole focus point is like you and him, and then like you see the kids jumping in the background. The fact that somebody
It's a
saw
shadow
that,
of
like,
wrinkles.
said something.
That's not even remotely close to the shape or size or
no.
look of.
And he's a kid. Like,
I know.
Bottom line.
Jesus.
Like, I thought we were talking about I'm like, oh, they got to be talking about it, you know,
Right.
German guy.
Okay. All right. Well, sure. Jeez. Yeah, that'll be $150. Yeah. Sure. You can move that.
You went to Crumble, huh?
Oh God,
These are like
disgusting.
$150 for cookies or something.
Dude, so gross.
They're gross?
Yeah. You want some? Go ahead.
No, thank you. I've seen people's reactions.
Which is what?
Like, ugh.
Why are they so popular?
I don't know. People were shipping them to like Australia or some shit like that. Making money
It's-
off of it.
You know what I realized it is? They're prison cakes. You know what prison cakes are?
Mm-mm.
When you get stuff out of the vending machine, and then because you don't have actual materials, so you buy ho-hos and Twinkies and then you reconstitute it into something to eat. So Reese's peanut butter and like you're just putting every garbage food together,
Yeah.
right? Because the flavors they have is like a chocolate chip
Cereal.
Oreo, you know, like Oreo crumble and a chocolate chip cookie with a Reese's peanut butter on top,
All in one.
smothered in caramel, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a cookie? No, that's a prison cake.
Yeah. You're right.
That's what Martha Stewart made when she went to prison. Was like, I'll make the best of this.
Hey, she's killing it.
Like, you know,
That's true.
when they gonna come out with a Funyuns
Oh,
flavor,
gross. Yeah.
Cheetos
Flame
flavor?
hot
I mean,
onions.
it's on the way.
Mm-hmm. Can I take
Yeah. Yeah, you can have some. Try it. You can't die without having had
These
some.
are these are cookies or not? These are cakes too.
I mean, they're cookies. They're supposed to. Whatever. I mean, what isn't a name, really, honestly? It is what it is. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It is it.
Ooh, is that new? The record player?
No, actually, I bought that years ago, and then Bodie's just doing some redecorating, and so we found it and brought it out. Yeah, I had some records going. You want to hear? Put on Sly. Sly and the Family Stone. I had on Peter, Paul, Mary or something, but earlier.
Is this because of my hair you asked me to put this on? Is this because of my hair you asked me to put this on?
Say again.
Is it because of my hair that you asked me to put this on?
No, it's just sitting here. Do they have hair like you?
I've had black women tell me that.
Oh yeah, from that specifically that group.
Yeah, some lady was like, "Are you mixed?" And I was like, "With what?" She was like, "Black."
With what?
And I was like, "Definitely not." And then my parents were right there. I was like, "These are my parents." And then she was like, "Oh no, honey." She was like, "They're lying to you." She was like,
"Oh,
I know my people's hair when I see it." And she was like, "That's black." And I was like, "Okay, shit. I'm not gonna tell you."
Your mom blushes.
Oh my god, yeah, they were dying. They love telling people that. That was hilarious. And so then it's been a question now. Alright. Wait. It just starts playing as you pull it over.
Yeah.
So I just need to put the needle down. Or does it
The needle has this little lift. Lift it, and then there's a line here, and look down. You can see that you can put it like in one of the glossy areas.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't have to drop it down, and it gets pulled into
Old school. It's amazing.
that little thing has music on it.
Yeah.
Makes it so visceral, you know? You can look at the liner notes, you can like, you know?
Should I say that again?
It makes the experience so much more visceral because you can like look at the liner notes, you can like, to have a record going.
Yeah.
Or you're choosing to play something. We're up here listening to it. Yeah.
I was gonna respond back, Alexa.
Okay. Sorry. Cannot perform this operation for me.
Unfortunately, I have a record player that my dad has, but I can't get or maybe I just need to figure it out, but I can't get the arm to go across. Like, it's supposed to do it on its own automatically. and I think something's wrong with it. So,
Okay.
but I found a place in Alameda that's supposed to work on them. So
Bring it here, dude. We'll just
Check it out.
So many things just needs like a dusting.
That's true. I know. It's this whole setup, but I think I can just
Oh,
bring
I
one
see.
piece at a time, obviously, because it's like sections. Here, look, I took a video of it.
Yeah. Actually, I could probably troubleshoot it from just the video too.
Well, I didn't take a video of it not working. I took a video of the setup.
Okay, so take
I'll
a
bring
video
this-
of it not
bring-
working.
yeah.
And we can-
I'll bring it by. Alright, I'll take a video. Send it to you. I gotta go there today anyways.
Are we done? What can we work on today? Oh, we gotta do the photos from yesterday.
Yeah, let's see. You sent out those other images to Floyd.
Yeah, and he's working on those and he'll get back to us, right?
So, unfortunately, on the September 28th is when we just renewed our Pix.io.
Yeah.
And it's like $1,200. So
Yeah.
I asked him, like, hey,
Can we
you
get
know,
a
can
refund?
we get a refund? And then she was like,
No, of course not.
we didn't receive any prior cancellation requests from your team, so we'd like to better understand what led to this decision. Can you please share what happened and why you decided not to renew? It is mandatory for us to receive a confirmation from the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sent it from my email.
Okay, so send it from my email.
Yeah.
This is the owner.
Yeah, and then, yeah. The reason for cancellation, and so they can review the request. Like, what?
Yeah. They want to basically give me a call
Cancellation.
and give me a better offer. And,
Right, okay. Yeah. Okay, so there's that, and then Emily's,
mm-hmm.
and then Christy McElhaney had a lot of feedback.
Okay. Is that on my email?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just have a couple questions, or not a couple questions, I think one question about the
Okay.
SGH video
Chloe
before I
says-
send it out.
Chloe says he's done with those.
Oh wow, okay, great.
Christy says 2 yellow across the board. Alright, okay, we'll work on that in a little bit. Alright, that's it for now, people. You should change your Twitch category to art. Oh. Yeah, well, whatever. Alright, thanks all. See you later.